Guys, I'm smoking a little fucking weed. I guess there's none in there, so I'm gonna have to pack a bowl. Hold on a second. 1 second, guys. Oh shit, my fucking oven needs to be my pellet stove. My pellet stove needs to be turned down. Yeah, let's get some fucking weed in my bowl. Let's get some fucking weed in my bowl. And yeah, I cuss, and no, it doesn't have a negative effect on me. When I cuss, it doesn't have any kind of negative effect on me. But yeah, I do like to cuss, and it makes me feel like, it gives me a little empowerment. Maybe I could, pull my head out of my ass when I cuss. By cussing, it makes me stronger thinker actually. So it actually gives me positive energy when I fucking cuss. Anyway, yeah, because it does. Because I don't believe there is any energy in negative, actions. I don't think that can draw fucking energy. So when people think that evil actions are drawing energy, I think they're full of shit. All right, so here I am in my fucking place. All right, my skateboard's down there. I got a mess on the floor. And I'm sitting here and I was going to smoke some weed, but I don't know. Yeah, and I'm looking, who knows what I look like. I'm afraid to look at myself. Because, I'll just be honest. Goddamn cough. Yeah, what I think the deal is pretty simple. People are just, people are smart and then they're not smart in other ways. So, I could pick someone I think, hey, man, this guy brings up some good topics and stuff, but it doesn't matter. There's always going to be that side to him that's not smart. And a lot of people are just convinced that if you're a, negative energy person, with you produce negative energy, which can cause bad things to happen. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe there's a hell, so I don't believe there's a dominion of negative energy at all. I do believe yin-yang because negative things happen and yin-yang exists as a result, but I don't believe there's any power enforcement in being negative. Matter of fact, I don't think the only way it could disturb you and make negative things come back your way is because you're not mentally prepared to accept the psychological aspects of consistently desensitizing yourself to things that are wrong. But if you're not desensitized to the things you're doing that are wrong, you won't be able to cope with them. That's it. All right, so I do believe that there's energy after we die. It's not a soul. It's just energy. It dissipates. It's like, it may or may not find a connection after that. It depends on I think it depends from person to person. Some energy is absorbed, I believe, by other forces that I'm not aware of. When you die, some people's personalities are augmented into another, what I call another birth child, a baby. And the personalities are augmented by other energies that have formed and persuaded themselves into a small baby while it's in the womb, literally. So I do believe that humans are misguided. They think, there's this evil, Darth Vader evil shit, power structure and all that. There isn't. All the people you think that are quote, satistic and all that shit, it's all bullshit. It's all fucking dog and pony show, guys. What they want is you to be scared on principles. And they make up the principles. So if you're convinced that, there's this good and evil and you got to follow good. And obviously the ones who follow evil are just defects. So even though they think, oh, well, I was able to, rob a bank and I made money. So you're full of shit, they would say to me, right? You know what I would say to them? I would say, well, you may have robbed a bank and got away with it. But you're a living entity here. That only works in the, 80 to 100 years you may or may not live to here on this planet. So that power structure is weak. It's feeble because your linear time is short. you have no way to connect with the extended parts of the brain matrix. This is what I believe, guys, all right? I believe you can do that, and most people don't realize it. Yeah, we've been tagged warlocks, we've been tagged this, but the truth is, when you go to sleep at night, guys, you may have the same power, you just don't know that you're utilizing it. Because those other personalities that have found their way into the infant at birth are still present, controlling most of the actions of your decisions. They're the more dominant. Now, it doesn't mean without them you couldn't function, but your personality wouldn't be the same. So these things actually are personality parasites. Now, are they bad? No, I wouldn't just say because they're parasites they're bad. Parasites can potentially kill the host. However, these parasites don't want to kill the host. That's the whole point. So they actually help the personality. They help to strengthen the individual. They can actually turn the person into a warlock, or if you want to call it a I don't know. I don't like the word witch, but whatever you want to terminology, whatever you want to use. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm not just 44 distortion time warlock, and I'm one of them. No, I'm saying there's other people that have the potential to do things. They don't know it. The only reason why I know it is because I've been confirmed. And the reason why that happened is because I had a few visitations from other beings, other extraterrestrials, some human ones, some not. They didn't seem to want to disclose visual imagery to me, which was fine, I guess, but it was an invasion upon what I thought was my privacy. But I'm going to tell you now, guys, none of us have privacy. If you think we're just getting AI rolling now, what do you think those other creatures have? They've had it all installed into us. That is their form of entertainment, whether they be entities in our personality or they are connected directly with extraterrestrials. You cannot really tell. At some point, there's many different forms of manipulation. What I can't tell you is this: they don't care enough about the personalities on Earth as they would some of the personalities in their present location. So when we think, well, why don't they pay attention? Why don't they come and land? Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? It's because they have a personal interest, and it doesn't match wandering around on the outside of the planet. So a lot of these entities have been derived from extraterrestrial technology, some from other dimensions. And this is one of the main characteristics of what I call something that is able to manipulate itself into another realm, be able to take on the physics of that realm, and still be able to make decisions and control certain things around in that realm. And, control, it's all about control. Look at America. I mean, we came here in a very short time. We controlled shit. We run this fucking place now, this whole landmass. Of course, it may not have been right to go and, desecrate another people that were here. But, at the end of the day, every life form struggles for survival. And if you're in the fucking way, if you don't have the weapons to control it, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's all militant. Extraterrestrials are dealing with the shit on a daily basis. How many things do you think go wrong with them? As advanced as they are, they have to take care of their stuff and try to, make sure that they don't have incursions and problems. And it's way more complicated. So they had to become modified. They were modified, but they also modified themselves because the complexities of this universe versus their universes and everything, it just adds up to a lot of computations and a lot of work. So they don't have time to be social anymore. They're extremely intelligent, but the only social things they have are priority. Anyway, guys, later.